Abusuan for Sabrin so yedin chia ma obi a wo hwe yen wo Pinax TV ye platform you see yen ebe kaya November 16 2021 and honorable Canadian compare ko hene Agyapong ekosiu Kevin Taylor wo US na o siu no with a defamation sika waje free Kevin Taylor ho 9.5 million dollars na abusuan for na da sorry ye ni ababeto nyina ne say yade a court Honorable Canadian compare ko hene Agyapong case ni koye no a true case no outer just asem no kre hu hia yendi asem ni bie mamanfo bebe na nechim se honorable wase wadaje odi tena Ghana hasi yanka list obet media ye bibi enso odi akwakwo ne nam homa ne Kevin Taylor edi nkunu ma Kevin so ababonten aba be kasa be manfo chim kra we kra be man more power branch no ede beka ne nsem ade afa MP no ho na ebusuanfo se ne epenifo se se wudi kan wo court enkyere se wedi nkunim wo mu se court true case no atwene de but information atete chiremu ade the member of parliament for Assin Central Honorable Kennedy Akompre Kwani Japo ade enche obe file for appeal nti se baby ode call ya no e no metro no outer obe file for appeal to send Ghana ha court cry ti am for the asem court na ye di asem wie se ne anko amom no omo file for appeal na ya senso akodi asem na kohwe asem ni fufuru nti ne ya se nyina ne se MP for Assin Central Honorable Kennedy Akompre Kwani Agyapong o ya hobo ne lawyers keka ne emasi ni na mahwe se ne ombetimi e de asem na kwa na se o makwa file for appeal because in some ono de wo chirema Kevin Taylor ka fa ne ho no aha ne yie party na wo se court no etimidi na asema no ansempi na ene wo ho na akwa aba na oba no so na nde wedi kan e the update no abre ahwefo deda or platform ne so the appeal process of Honorable Canadian compare ko ne Agyapong no eti say so what be sa say na indemnity and how and obesha ase e de akwa obetimidi akwakodi nkunim with this case.
All right, so answer na me find check ese bi ma eti for ne ahwefo nyina. First of all, I personally was not anticipating this. Man dan dream who that in my life say Kevin Taylor was going to win so easily. In fact, even if Kevin Taylor was going to win, I was thinking, sir, it was going to be a tough battle. But what I never predicted was a dismissal at this early stage. In fact, and yes, Agyapong has lost the case, so you dismiss it. Charlie, that's a big blow. Yantina supo. As a the bagana ye local court case, ye kasana ye local court language, your friend foolish case. Foolish case. That's it. So in this case, in Agyapong, some of the courts, according to the Virginia District Courts, no more parties say a foolish case. Now, first of all, I wouldn't blame Agyapong for this mess. I'll blame the lawyers for this mess. Remember, Kevin Taylor was hooting on a mantra say Ken should hire the expensive and the richest lawyers. He's going to hire the smartest lawyers. So clearly, there was a distinct way here. I also want to say, yes, these two people are here come once me. One was really acting with wisdom, and the other was just acting based on mano. The people who feel Agyapong in this instance, not Agyapong, but the lawyers and Ambuano. Why? Because in court streets now, and a panel, medibe two jano, bako. How many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost 8 pages. I read everything. Now, there's a thing that underlining thing it making sure say I appear in all the pages. Agyapong is failing to prove. Agyapong is failing to prove. One other word, so beyond reasonable doubt. One other word, so malice. One other word, so keyword, awareness. Ni say bro ni ka say. Agyapong what say Kevin Taylor say we cocaine in the first place no. Prove to us and sema Kevin Taylor kan no. Na onim say won cocaine. And asema kan onim pa say no kre and anya no kre.
Okay.
That is number one. Secondly, there's another thing in here which is this. US, your code be a protecting for the First Amendment. That First Amendment basically is your right to freedom of speech. your right to even insult the government and even question them based on certain things that they take and certain actions that they take. So in this case, clearly, you will see, sir, the Virginia courts, they cited on that particular thing, saying, sir, Kevin Taylor, now we can see a citizen of United States. He's based in Virginia, and the Virginia code and now the U.S. law allows Kevin Taylor a First Amendment. So it's criticizing any person, including the president, without precaution. Remember, that means you can insult freely and go scot-free. See, Ghana law is different from US law, even though there's a little bit of similarities. No, a whole free speech works. You name say a MP, you name say a minister, you name say a president. Assembly ko So they based on it saying say Kevin Taylor can same way na ono nipa na Agyapong ain't mean can't check Kevin Taylor say assemble from him na ono Kevin Taylor be can opinion na e was say Kevin Taylor e say no cre ananya no cre be Kevin Taylor there's no law back is a Kevin Taylor and investigation so that is it. Okay. Have you got what I'm saying? So and also can one other thing and same way aba the fact say Agyapong sued on another article the Virginia Computer Crime Act and a Code Act. Basically a part say okay say maybe Kevin Taylor went as far as so can the naked videos near there. But at the end of the day, Agyapong uses Virginia Criminal Computer Code Act. According to the prosecutors and judges, some parties say no. Kevin Taylor said that, but did he show anything? Yes or no? No, he didn't. He didn't. And did Kevin Taylor do anything with the intent? With the intent, say I don't know. Say enye. Onim say Agyapong nipa or you good. International confirm for say they should direct attack from the internet to Agyapong, which means say social media they be the Agyapong do that. The Kevin Taylor do that. If Kevin Taylor did that, Agyapong need to prove it. You share same way Nyani say no. One more homework, homework ni ye. And no, they dismiss the case. That is why and then we can say Sebi Agyapong has become a laughing stock on social media. I'll hire the most wine. Look at it. The lawyers of Agyapong failed him. The lawyers of because if the judges are saying say you need to prove beyond any reasonable doubt. Say Kevin Taylor I don't know unim say enye and all ya. And to the lawyers supposed to bring evidences. Now the lawyers are saying say that's the defendants are saying say they brought all the plaintiff which is Agyapong and now brought 4 lawyers no. All material evidence bribe, but the court is saying say it was insufficient and it failed to prove malice. All these things anko ye enuntia na ene arewosem ne say Agyapong case no. So okay say we lose po say wa yeah but we say a foolish case. This is where we are now.
Okay. And in this case no ye ndi asem no ya gba asem na to ogunti. Do you think say it's necessary for the MP to file for an appeal at this point? Here there is no hearing on the case. You're dismissing no totally.
Yeah.
And do you think say it's advisable and I say you advise him say he should file for an appeal? Now,
obi abetro Ismail Owusu. Ismail one case to mean spell you. Is it Ismail or Ishmael? Okay. Also, please educate your listeners well. The amended you saw in the verdict means that Agyapong took his initial case out and amended it and sent it again to the court. Kevin himself said. Now, I don't know about this Ishmael, but what my fan to screen so I am paying P1 bibi sana me no me can bibia me pese enda ho na obie hu asem na me kan no kre whether the case was amended or not. Now, I want to show you something. It be to screen also because I am paying P no biti baby otimi cookie bibi obi ati and say be nyina nya nkola. Now, I want to give you the conclusion. Me read the conclusion. There are 2 screen also. Yeah, the conclusion at 2 screen also. So, conclusion now. Or say, it is undisputed that Agyapong is a public figure. Or say, and yet there's no doubt that Agyapong is a public figure. And Kevin Taylor's statement were made regarding matters of public concern. Yeah, patches and some Kevin Taylor can sebi. And one from him that. JB Danko who ayabo Agyapong din e won from him that meboa
obi aka
cocaine issue. Any from that says be cocaine Japan doing cocaine. Your friend is saying, "Sir, lottery in Japan, it be more say scam." Any from him. So the court is saying, "Say, adia in Japan, case Kevintela can find it won't from him to that." So it's more like an opinion based. Now, meant to also, or see the amended complaint does not plead my any factual material that demonstrates Taylor's disputed statements were published with actual malice. Omo purchase saying sema ke Japan de ba court nyina no. Omo hwe ni nyina no. There's no basis purchase say in sema Kevin Taylor can sebi or try and now all can a dream pobi woni trim say or person who can Japan fi. And I say because malice means intention to create harm to some and are saying something or doing something to create harm, kill or perhaps put somebody in danger, and they are saying all the material evidence which came, it failed to prove that. Mami to us to be a say. Therefore, King Japan has not adequately pled an actionable claim. Ye purchase based on the same way in a course no King Japan. In some of the buy no sebi entasumu and now say a ninja so. We are or say. The amended complaint does not plausibly state a claim under the Virginia Computer Crimes Act. For the reasons, the motion to dismiss the amendment complaint, docket 13, is granted, and the above captioned civil action is dismissed. It's dismissed. Based on the same American purchase, say, Japanese lawyers, they failed to demonstrate, say, oh, in sema Kevin Taylor or in fact Kevin Taylor had a notion say I did not can and he's doing it with an intention to harm King Japan. Almost said none of the evidence if the plaintiff any King Japan by
interest.
So enunti no mu gina so they had dismiss claim no. Now this very the Ismail ekan answer na ha wo memo bi ambedada tieni. Also the plaintiff has 60 days to file a second amended complaint if that filing will need the requirement discuss this order in this order. Basically, we should my highlight na mu hu de ye kan wansem tieni biem also the plaintiff has 60 days to file a second amended complaint if the filing will meet the requirements discussed in this order. It is ordered. Sana bruni ne kan owie ye no and or the dates no at so ya said na highlight e be so hu say some ye kan in the kan March 21st 2022 Alexandria, Virginia, Liam O'Grady, United States District Courts. Now Ismail asema wo ka say as a King Japan or the asem no san ko in ye botugu ye no me pacho documents e wo menim chese King Japan e ko amende asem no e no san de ba in ye botugu ye. If that happened anka court and King Japan has 2 months, which is 60 days, to come again and file the motion. So you see, memo beyond that doubt. And yes, King Japan has totally lost. Yeah, dismiss it. But your purchase an engineer sworn. Any evidence obi here be supporting the claim any ho. Remember, courts. And yet say obi nyasin we penny service and kwasi asem ni di ofie. Court is about fact and figures. Even if asema ode no odi kono eto asumua and you don't have the necessary facts and figures, my dear, your case will be foolish case. You lose. Good. In this case, King Japan and the lawyers they are saying say they did not bring anything to plausibly. The word is plausibly states and now conclude say dear Kevin Taylor here and he did it with an actual intent of malice. And until a dismissing case and the motion to dismiss has been granted. Clearly, it shows you say there was some inconsistencies and perhaps indiscrepancies in the work of King Japan and the lawyers. And this is where we are now. It's a big disgrace. So King Japan lawyers still have 60 days. You know, Ishmael, someone your friend is saying King Japan second time no lose and this is the first time a verdict now. But the verdict even came 4 days earlier. But I feel in some documents.
Ishmael, to me, I'm want some question about this case, you know, now when you're the facts and all that case, I believe, you know, is it good for him to file for an appeal?
Yes, you see, let me give you cases at Akwaso. First of all, Stormy Daniels, any Donald Trump case, only Stormy Daniels, porn star, or say on Donald Trump, leak videos near I am passive on any die. But at the end of the day, Stormy Daniels is sued Donald Trump just 3 days ago. Court dismissed Stormy Daniels case, the second or third time. Amaya awarded Trump $300,000 in legal fees. Damage say often could legal fees our book on the Stormy Daniels case. Yen no soon few. Yen quite a similar case which is happening in New York or United States of America between Cardi B and a local blogger. Now the courts there have ordered the blogger, who is a lady, to pay $4 million in damages and defamation to Cardi B. What did the lady say? The lady said Cardi B is a prostitute. The lady said Cardi B has herpes. So I did not say sexually transmitted disease. The lady said Cardi B is sharing those herpes. Now Cardi B sued in court with the notion say in some lady na can cause emotional distress, a damaging reputation, and a man is so low self-esteem. The big question is, did Cardi B won or not? What do you think will happen? Cardi B won the case. Cardi B won the Cardi B winning case. The lady again says, "Oh, needs to be $4 million. You see, call for appeal. Appeal is be Lucy." This is what is happening here. The lawyers know how to what go about. Trust me. Case we know. We share the rates of the people. The lawyers of Agyapong. Yeah, the rates into anima. Any person on your lawyer crowd will tell you say this was a shoddy work from the lawyers of Agyapong. Yes. Because we share similar pattern of the case. I'm there now. Cardi B, the blogger. In Sema, Kevin Taylor can say Agyapong or a cocaine dealer. Okun Obi, he has blood on his hands. Now that isn't it correlating to the same thing as said? Cardi B, any blogger and ask him. Now why did Cardi B work? Won because she had lawyers who understood the game. Yembra Donald Trump, find Donald Trump. On this Stormy Daniels die. Stormy Daniels is in the court or sue based on a whole lot of things. Donald Trump has won. Why? Because Trump is working with lawyers who know the game. In this case, Agyapong went necessarily for people who are big. He didn't go for people who understand the game. Already, Proverbs, like King Solomon said, he gave 2 people an axe to cut a wood. The same axe, the same wood. Now, I see the first one use strength. Kim. And I ask no, we Adriano Buye, Otimi Che Adriano. The second one, no, when you saw one thing, or you saw skill, within few seconds, now we trade you. And then King Solomon said, looking at these 2 people, the one who use power and the one who use skill, who is smarter? And also, no King Solomon will choose the person who use skill. The person who use skill saves power, will save his strength, and our mad now faster and simple. In this case, Agyapong got the people, but Kevin Taylor used lawyers who had the skill. That is why we are where we are today. Agyapong Lucia, he's the laughing stock. In fact, we share article Ghana Web Etroena is so bad, and this because beginning some people were saying they will also sue Kevin Taylor. Now after now sue because legal fees in US they charge per hour. An hour be at $300. Yes, if you don't know, I'm telling you. Yet now case so you dream won't cry a better charge. It was also could sue Kevin Taylor no. Oh yes, so could sue and what is a Agyapong Pelusa. Say over popo. Which means you need to what do your homework. In this case, Agyapong didn't do the homework well. The lawyers did not do the homework well. Now, maybe State was appeal for what? Agyapong has to appeal. He has to appeal. Now India say okay, this is it. Say Banessa next time will be cancer about Obi Wan. He say a Lady Anne said, Kennedy need to be careful on how to deal with issues. If not, one day he will find himself in big problem. I don't think so, Lady Anne. Unless AJ said, Massa, this America, even if Kennedy go back to court, he is still going to lose. If you guys don't know, we know that. But scenarios are made in regards to Cardi B, the blogger, Donald Trump, Stormy Daniels, you realize that there's a slim percentage chance that if he has lawyers who know the skills and make their case appealing to the judges and the jury, they are going to win. Now, this coming from Ismail again. I said, please, it seems you didn't get me what. I watched Kevin's show last night, and Kevin explained that when Ken went to court with his case, he withdrew his case even before the hearing began and amended it. Well, thank you so much for the correction. Amended of case does not mean appeal. Okay, which means he changed the case. After Matthias say, Johnny Darren, please do good analysis to the documents. The problem is Kevin Taylor took away all his videos from YouTube. Wow. And Facebook, and Kevin Taylor then told the court that he just heard people saying, wow. So you see, this another
Canadian evidence be
yes.
Into before us one so the lawyers there and why
Why
didn't they download the videos?
That is the thing. If what Johnny Darren is saying, we
it's
don't
true.
need to blame King Japan. You see, the burden of proof lies on the what? The accuser. Good. The person who is accusing, or they also provided proof. So King Japan has to provide proof now. You should have got all of those material evidence.
Pen drives.
Emma, which means you are not a serious lawyer if you are handling King Japan's case.
At that point, now honorable Kennedy expected saying US court in the videos now assessing.
That is the thing. Well, you shouldn't blame King Japan. Yeah, trust me. I control. Looking at the case very well, I can tell you vehemently, said the lawyers, TNEA, the lawyers of the case, and I'm working in Japan. I'm telling you because. Me say, I'll be putting it on the screens. Cardi B, any blogger, the same issue. The difference is back with a prostitute and back with or herpes. The lady won $4 million. $4 million. Why? Because Cardi B got the lawyers who understood this case. King Japan didn't get the lawyers. Lawyers will be in the field. Your lawyers are good in civil case. Lawyers are good in criminal case. Lawyers are good in matrimony and I say divorce cases. Lawyers are good in custody cases. There's a lawyer for every field. I say player behind the So in this case, who did King Japan go to? The first one call off, I want to sue Kevin. That doesn't work. We need to give him the adequate lawyer. Give this case to a lawyer who knows their job. Lawyer now or D assembly man Cardi B no. Cardi B we need form the same case. You first case name lawyer. What do you think will happen? Obe killing the one time. Obe winning one time. When we need to be the assembly, but see, be dismiss assembly at the early stage like this, Jack. Yeah. But at the end of the day, young boy Kevin Abaso, in some kind of bim, or say hire the what? The richest lawyer, hire the what? Smartest lawyer. This is what we are seeing here.
Okay, and from the look of things, now a honorable Kennedy, pe near so when you evidence and I say when you be back in it. Claims now yes Kennedy friend is saying Kevin so delete all videos now Obakoko file for appeal.
Asem na comment will be kind and no say yampa.
Yeah,
Kevin tell ko kan say but
okay.
Yansema ono so kan yitimi ka say yampa say Kevin e could delete you all the videos.
Okay, so me hear one film Honorable Kennedy enya near man back in the statement to say evidence be anko and ye dismiss the case no. And how long now feel so much me abe gather more facts and everything they will need to support their claim assign so they file for the appeal na case no assign so at was.
In this case I don't know first of all I know how the US law court works. Okay, so before as a lawyer no honestly I think that the people who led the council for King Japan there's a Ghanaian inside no leading this whole thing. Uma Ghana need Lydia Obelusu because in this same case our Ghana who do you think will win? Can Japan win hands down? Because they'll base it on reputation, credibility, stake, losing a whole lot of business deals, causing emotional stress. They'll base it on those things. But US, no, US is different. Once again, me see if it be First Amendment. I think say for waiting, First Amendment, no, Pena 7. First Amendment, no, Ember 2 screen or so. Now at the end of the day, Obi better say, you see. Dear Kevin Taylor did not so no. There's one word a name one sebe sa word na a name no and no enema Kevin Taylor den every year a privilege be a US a friend First Amendment. It are two screens so it's here for more share. So the question is what is First Amendment? Now the First Amendment it is provided by Congress, MPs, and a Parliament in the US. So, also the First Amendment provides that Congress makes no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting its free exercise. It protects free speech. Hano is both. It protects free speech, the press assembly, and the right to petition the government for its redress or grievances. I don't want any word here. I want you to pay attention to another close word. The only word I want you to pay attention here is freedom of speech and also the press assembly. Now, these things are very huge words. Kevin Taylor, who share court rates by now? They address the plaintiff as the CEO of LMC, LSM, Loud Silence Media, and almost on the LLC account. LLC in business terms means limited liability company. So you see, Kevin Taylor falls within the jurisdiction because why Bruno is a citizen. He's a citizen. He's under the oath, under the umbrella of the First Amendment, which is free speech, regardless who or how. Secondly, Kevin Taylor in this case again is operating what? A press, what register. So in the US, Kevin Taylor's Loud Silence Media is under the Digital Media Act. And the Digital Media Companies NIBI. It's registered as such. So Kevin Taylor enjoys press assembly and freedom. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for you as a lawyer, say we in Japan court case, I will say first of all the privileges involved. Fine, the guy has First Amendment, but he find in the First Amendment, no any two. See, I meet my lawyer and they say we have First Amendment, but you can't say something about damage your credibility. The First Amendment allows free speech. Does it allow bully and damage of reputation? I don't know what the lawyers of King Japan did, but Kevin Taylor was smart. You know who said there's a loophole. It's no doubt say case in about first no. Kevin Taylor o shaky and yes o shaky yin ye. Emma ko solicite fans go fund me at okay say 7 no. So Kevin Taylor offer the smartest lawyer no, which is a sensible guy for that. He saw that there's a loophole. Hey, there's a big loophole no, and or they finish it in Japan. And no, they beat in Japan we win case hands down. Yeah, dismiss. Okay, so we win poor. I say Uchimu. Yeah, dismiss is a foolish case. The lawyers of King Japan have disgraced him. On fire me family. I can help him.
Hey.
Meet him up one.
Oh, me crash.
Remember you win so.
Hey. Honorable Kennedy, and I say oh Tino. And the minimum crowd before so abekwa kudi asem yes mbe ni bia no. The case no say to asu konanima. Na damages are Honorable Kennedy AGF Kevin $9.2 million no. And near Kaya Kevin Taylor yes a whole one over freedom so kasa we are 10 we back say be na US for judges no and our courts ni use a home run no a same way between Honorable Kennedy and a friend is saying Kevin Taylor bet me achieve kakra.
Yes,
because we bet me aka say and then omu use say a honomo or a journalist utimi can we criticize the government but Kennedy any government be as US no mu use that law to
okay, so let me take it from this point. I had one website and a Churchill News also. So I got a mail from a company say you use maybe almost say a copyright. I didn't respond, but my second notice, me few and a third notice about and a third notice about no. In the letter I'm sending by mail no, I'm based in Germany. They told me say even sorry they are based in Sweden. They told me say even if I don't come down and I say my office or Ghana and wherever, they will still come and take me on at the local place I'm one. And that is how it's supposed to be. Now, if you are seeing somebody, you need to see the person in the jurisdiction of the person. In this case, if Kevin Taylor was suing in Japan, only means now US only suing in Japan. Even upon it, where is his place of abode? And Untiana would be court. The first two things he yano nipan address and residential address. That will show court rate about you show plaintiff no more residential address. Maybe omu finia there. Maybe omu say. What I say that is how we deal with it. So in this case, Kevin Taylor is not a resident of Ghana, even though he's a Ghanaian. 2, platform of kind of one a Loud Silence Media. Where is he based? US. As some kind is based on social media. So that social media a foreign company. It is up so sue Kevin Taylor. You can't sue him in Ghana. But people have sued him in Ghana. What happened? On TV person. Oh yeah, Bema be suing you US. That's what King Japan did and he has lost. So in this case, King Japan can sue Kevin Taylor in Ghana. King Japan could have sued Kevin Taylor in Ghana if and only if Kevin Taylor had an annex and as a branch or a headquarter of his Loud Silence Media here in Ghana. According to sue Twitter, also a quadroche, but see a Twitter war headquarters and a branch of Ghana. No bit me sue Twitter branch of what Ghana has seen. It's the same thing as suing their headquarters. What am I saying? So in this case, this is the issue that we are having.
Obi the comments about say I think Ken himself implicated himself by his own speech. For instance, for instance, the threatening of Ahmed Swale on live TV. Therefore, even if Ken hires the best lawyer, he will not be able to prove actual malice. Nigga say, and someone about Kennedy. A compare ko hene Agyapong e kan wo TV so say ya branti we na ye ameswale o show ni phone no eno kra no wo de offer the wisest lawyer or funny power no ye dan fine kosi he obetimi akasa kire nsemu se den. There is no way MP no ebetimi every case no e wo court nti no ye no ane no mu nsem a o kan ye no ebi ka ho na aye se asem no yabo ade ato agu ana se court no anti ekura kase wo bese na daji edi asem ne wo ho.
You see, answer let me clarify. Did you ask any question?
Let me know be comment or the aba na make or say because of honorable Kennedy akompre ko ni Agyapong no ankasa etna TV station so e kan sem fa actually ho no.
Okay.
So fa lawyers amu ni mu ade ese den a he can never prove the actual malice wo court wo meninti na asem na kwasa because in statement kura na court imagine na so akase wo kan say any ad. Yes,
so that is perhaps one of the opinions. I see opinions are like onions. So basically, that is. But the question is, how do we get from here? You see, I say Ken Agyapong could not have sued Kevin Taylor here. The big question is what happens next. We anticipate say Ken Agyapong and his ego, and how bold Ken Agyapong is. He's not going to back down. He's going to resue and answer. He's going to perhaps seek an appeal of the dismissal, and they'll reinstate it. And at the end of the day, the case will go back to court. But this time around, whoa, there's a pattern of cases. If the lawyers involved, if there's the same lawyers and they don't learn from their mistakes, they will go and they'll have another dismissal. Remember, so wait 60 days. The next time, they'll give them 2 years to appeal. Because you can't be appealing every time and wasting court time. And then 60 days, the next time will be what? 365 days. So, now, appeal after 365 days, that benda. So Ken Agyapong in these 60 days needs to make sure say over all the facts, over all the evidence, he has everything now. Obitim ye prove say Kevin Taylor and someone can only pass and no crane oka. What man say, for example, Obeka say Akufo-Addo ye corrupter. Ye de court ye be dismiss case even in Ghana. Why? Because
Obiaka.
No, I just Obiaka. What shows they ask the prosecutors and they say, can they prove that someone can now say no can and your opinion. So if you know say and now Kasa Akufo-Addo a corrupter, that is what you think. That doesn't mean say it's the truth, is it? So they should show that someone can say Akufo-Addo the most correct president, the most nicest short man, and also a corrupt. If they're able to prove that, fine. But if they can't prove that, it is not possible. Now, okay, say last year December, this guy, Nigel Gazy.
Yeah.
Nigel Gazy, Okoye ni Umofia we no. And I'm a catcher say Umofia prophecy no the buy. If Ghana police will attempt to drag
him to court,
Nigel Gazy to court, they'll lose. Meaning they're not American. No Ghana police had the invitation command Nigel Gazy. I don't know last minute almost a man in baby. They will lose because a foolish case. Now, what the prosecutors will have stood in court and said, say, Umofia is Ghana. This is what the prosecutors will say. Court, the prosecutor, that's IGP and the boys, in the gang, they will say, as some of the bar said, people should not do a year prophecy near the other. In fact, the prophecy near the other are wrong because they have freedom of thought, expression, and religion. But Okana Itio being brand, bit media action. But let's look at the Umofia thing. Let's say IGP action Nigel Gazy and didn't call court. Now the judge will ask IGP the prosecutors and they say, you guys, what are you saying? IGP will come and say Umofia or can't say Umofia is Ghana. Then the judge will ask IGP and then the prosecutors say, where can they prove say Umofia is Ghana? How can you prove if Umofia is Ghana? Would you tell the court say the contest and the pretest maybe?
Or you sue
Umofia is a town in Nigeria. I say, Kasa now say Nigeria is the smallest country in the world. I'm the one court. So say Nigeria is the smallest country. Nigeria now can Ghana. How do I prove that in court? So begin, all along. Nigeria Gazy we ain't the guy plays smart. Obi eni say me sheda mpɛ na asem. But he played smart. And the smartness he played, no, I said, sir, much like the gays, I'm a man I am more popular because he be in AP, I'm a case me lose. And this is where we are now. This is where we are now. So clearly, no, it should tell you, say, and your case be an said if King Japan really wants to do that, he needs to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Say indeed. And some Kevin Eka are damaging the reputation and the credibility. If not, we'll still be having this case as foolish case.
Okay, and the 60 days court, Ediama Honorable Kadedi no. Be enough for honoring lawyers to gather more facts. Now, there
are two options you are looking at here. One, King Japan will forget this case, but King Japan forgetting this case will make him look weak. Remember, this is a man per Nini Yenini Suba and Kamia Kwese Sebi he has an ambition. A presidential ambition. I'm not saying he has. A Kamiakwa, yes, he has. And for a person to be considered a strong leader or a leader, we need a person who is strong and portray himself as strong. Or you bold. You can't boldness. Hey, Papa, needs to assume the person we attribute it to is King Japan. So King Japan backing down now will be a big blow to him, his career. Because which means will be able to make a fan wire then. Aqua scot free, especially those outside the country. It will give way for Chini Jonas and a friend is saying, Ohiniba David and ye be Dick in Japan at pa. And that is not what we want to see. So Ken is going to play a little bit of toughness because at the end of the day, he needs something to come and tell his followers, any subscribers or more Ghana say, bro, me lose court case, but so and so. Is I'm lose court case no crown. Manya then. Menja what me kunye bet abrofono omo no tiase. That way the people will be considered. But when you sutra no abet now, it means you are weak. It means one gasa no be a bit makan. Me kura me na US I can say my in Japan. My cost scot free. That is not how they brought me up. I respect what I say, and I don't think I have any rights and authority to insult any person on this particular platform, regardless the privileges and the First Amendment I may even enjoy. Perhaps in Ghana and even US. I think we all need to do things with respect because in a better internet need the one man who will listen to who. What am I say? So Ken will fight back. Ken will try to get his books and his boots together. But at the end of the day, the whole thing lies within the what? The lawyers and the council. Sebi kofa lawyers are on my dream to say Sebi Abofran Tosha will have this case going back and it will still be dismissed. If he gets a smart lawyer who is smart and expensive, he's going to win. Or perhaps that we don't care if King Japan wins or lose. We just want the case to be heard. But you ain't take case which means Charlie a foolish kid. That is why you see one time one person I work with called me say Obi the picture got to social media. So say what can't news be a fan of the person said Obama ya channel. He's a guy, you know him, and the person was shivering. So the person called me, you bet you, and I'm saying, no.
And the Ghana who ni
but you see, what's that law? This law way, you know. Until we my way, we say, Sabi boy, you know, as soon as no soon when the Adriana son or Kodano Crano. Osha, clearly you see, say perhaps Sabi a ignorance of the law. Go ni membrane pa, what can I say? What can I say? The first say what can I say about social media? That doesn't mean say no correct. And what the guy was saying that time was opinion based of people. People are saying that the person is a lesbian and a lesbian. It's an opinion he's reporting. He did not necessarily say you are a lesbian. So which right do you have to sue the presenter and the whole set or say, oh, you're lesbian? A foolish case in the first place. Now, secondly, too, the person went ahead to take a snippet of your picture and told people, say, that's abuse of power. And of power, but that's abuse. And that is threat of harm.
What threatening?
Because only the picture got to social media, no. And I was a man from Coachino, or say, wow, bit me, my location, or Bema Wiscano, Obiko Boni to Kuna, and Obiko be not a hamena, all because of $100 Abe Mubia. If harm an individual, so that person, oh yes, in this case, or no crown heading, the suspects and the victim was our presenter. But clearly, ignorance here, the presenter was crying 3 days, no, so how much, no, so this is what we have. If you know the law, bibi wo ha besre.
Based on your okay, and now we are all talking about honorable Canadian compare on Japan. Okay, Nipa no posting the presenter's picture no. I say why ending journey life no. Can we say is exactly what honorable Canadian compare did to Ahmed Swale I leading to the death because posting a trans will be
because see, so now listen. As somehow can Matthias, but you see, we've spoke about this countless time. Let's look at Anas. Anas was working with who? Ahmed Hussein Swale. Who Anas, any Ahmed Hussein Swale. Moko. In fact, let me tell you, at time we have to in Japan, a US Anas court case no this UK in Japan, about for flat. They will dismiss it. Oh yeah, they will dismiss it. Ken Japan say Anas is evil and corrupt. That is what he thinks. Can Anas prove? Say Ken Japan news say no Anas is corrupt or so corrupt. Anas cannot prove. This where First Amendment comes into play. Now look at this. Let's look at this very clearly. Asema Obisane say, Ken Japan show the pictures of Ahmed Hussein Swale. Sebio Anas or no show for picture or the GFA boss Kwesi Nyantechi. A picture betu social media ne oye ni premier cinema say oye corrupt no. Kwesi Nyantechi onye nipa no oye ketere.
Nti Kwesi Nyantechi po for Anas in court.
Listen to this. Anas show somebody's picture and video. In the same vein, Ken Japan too has every right. Me see Ken Japan ene o show Anas picture be say akokwe. Now because Anas is showing for picture, so what shows that Ken Japan to me show Anas picture? You see, he who comes into equity must do equity. That is it. It's one now who say Anas who say Ken Japan o show picture ne Ahmed picture no. Wakoso hammer. Why are you two showing? Why are you also showing your friends pictures of people? In the first place, you see a person is not guilty unless a court of competent jurisdiction. We'll see what the bribe at will be abeje. In the first place, who are you to say the person is guilty or not? Are you a court? Are you a judge? Are you a lawyer? You can't just put things and put a table there and somebody will just fall into the thing. Now the person abeji's car or say the person is corrupt. You can't do that. But you do it and bring it out and the person is straight away laid guilty. So if Anas is doing that, once Anas is doing that and it's working for him, every person, including me, has every right to show Anas and expose Anas. Now Anas or exposing Ghana for and the corrupt people he claims they are corrupt. Why can't we also expose Anas and also say perhaps he is also not legit as we think he is? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is it. So in the Anas case, Nadia, we have every right to show, say, oh, perhaps we don't think Anas is this and that, and only me and Yahweh. That is it.
Okay, nti ehon de na chese mfumso bia enhyeda eni ho sa. Nti appeal ne ba so a predictions and I say expectations in this case.
The prediction is here. Ken Japan's lawyers will go hard, but now the favor lies in Kevin Killer's courts because the subsequent thing, no. I don't think Ken Japan can prove beyond reasonable doubt that Kevin Taylor knew what he was saying was true. So there's a 60% chance that Ken Japan would lose the appeal.
Okay.
And there's a 40% chance that Ken Japan will win the appeal. So the odds are high here. The odds are low for Ken Japan to lose. The odds are low for Ken Japan to win, and the odds are high for Ken Japan to what? To lose.
Yeah.
What am I saying? So it's up to Ken Japan to prove beyond reasonable doubt. If not, this case again will be dismissed for good. Now, one other thing I'll also say is Ghana for very careful about how we find people guilty. This year in particular, me who say amount for started at the Kwesi Nyantechi at TV. So I've seen him on GTV Sports, I've seen him on Metro TV, I've seen him on Onya TV and even TV3. And now Ghanaians are going back to say maybe the Kwesi Nyantechi we knew, no, even though perhaps no Onya Kron no, we shouldn't have kicked him out like this. And then when you say Ghana vs Nigeria, yeah, bo Kumasi Sports to only people lobby ye.
Oh no.
Kwesi Nyantechi. But a buy ye or your guilt and you wouldn't answer Kwesi Nyantechi or with my boy. We don't kill talents like that. We don't kill talent. And I won't say a break. Say ne Ghana Nyankopon bem ye Lucia e nim guasie because everything is started. You say football now ye question and there's one guy or Peace FM dan kweku ye boa. Kasa bebre and na Kwesi Nyantechi e corrupt. Sa ye Kwesi Nyantechi Ghana football besisa. On one kasa dey na board of directors no ho we dwane. Meanwhile, we dwane or now dan kuku ye we dwane. You see, plenty talk, no action. Ghana folks should be careful. I'm not saying that we should loud your friends a corruption. We shouldn't, but we should also be careful about how you bu nipa kum for intentem. When yes, I home betray.
Okay, yes, sir. Your home betray. Intina just say, no, honorable Kennedy a compare ko in Agyapong. Any Abrante Kevin Taylor in sense and I say court case no ye say appeal because so and I say enko so.
Kennedy, I'm just telling you, say yaba de aba. Inti show the videos, the naked videos of John Mahama. Show the pictures. Me, Kevin Taylor, I will show your naked videos and pictures. Okay? Me person me check Ghana for the I want to prove something to Kennedy Agyapong. Say the fighter adia on pese be your no men fan yobi. You get it? Into me, I have dared you. When you obianima kasa me, obianima kasa I mean to obiasem. I will do it, but I want you to show it. I am daring you. You are in America here with me, so release it. My mouth for who say what John Mahama naked videos or no bad down in the picture. Show it. I am daring you. Yes, show it. But I am going to show you. Me, I work with time. Initially, when I started journalism and as I started streaming on Facebook and all that, minya document and minya story, and I'll give everything to you people. Now, ukofia media houses no chief for no kwame sefa kan, wanom jota ne sinitri nyina say, if you are pocket ni wig mu fin any sa concert for no mtro a o document no ma say no. Right now me yima mo kakran me fidi mu say portrait koko. Yes, I am daring you again, Kennedy Agyapong. I am saying on authority say, show John Mahama's naked videos and naked pictures because I have yours. 12 minutes. Be down over President Teddy and their ball seat bought in ye because I will show. And I'm saying, one I would dare. Me say show.